Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking into Joshua chapter 4. It describes this really significant moment right after the Israelites crossed the Jordan River.
Right. An entire nation walks across a major riverbed, dry. It's quite the scene.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Miraculously dry. So they're finally on the other side in the promised land. What happens immediately after that?
Well, that's what's so interesting. Before they even properly set up camp, there's a divine command. Remember, the priests carrying the Ark of the Covenant are still standing right in the middle of the dry riverbed.
Still there.
Yeah.
While everyone else has crossed.
Yes, holding that space open, so to speak.
Oh.
The text emphasizes the water was cut off, explicitly comparing it to the Red Sea crossing, a huge foundational event.
Okay, so priests in the river, people on the bank.
Yeah.
And the first order of business is?
Stones, Joshua is told. Pick 12 men, one from each tribe.
12 men. Okay.
And their job. Go back into the middle of the Jordan, right where the priests are standing with the ark. Each man needs to hoist a large stone onto his shoulder, 12 stones in total.
From the exact spot. That seems important. Not just any river rocks.
Precisely. From the very ground that was miraculously dry. And they're told to carry these stones with them to wherever they camp that night.
So, what's the point? Why these specific stones?
They're meant to be a sign, a memorial. Forever, the text says. It's about creating a physical reminder, something permanent.
And it's designed to spark a conversation, isn't it?
Absolutely. The text spells it out. It basically says, look, down the road, your kids are going to see these stones and ask, hey, what are these about?
Right. What do these stones mean? A built-in history lesson prompt.
Exactly. And the answer they're supposed to give is also laid out. Tell them Israel crossed the Jordan on dry ground because the Lord dried it up just like he did the Red Sea.
Wow. So the stones are conversation starters, mandated history lessons embedded in the landscape.
It's a very clever way to ensure collective memory is passed down. So the 12 men do it. They get the stones, carry them to the camp, which we find out later is Gilgal.
But wasn't there something else Joshua did? With stones?
Yes, that's another layer. While the 12 tribal representatives get their stones, Joshua himself sets up another 12 stones.
Were.
Right there in the middle of the Jordan, marking the spot where the priests' feet stood firm. The text implies they might have been visible later, maybe at low water.
Huh. 2 sets of memorials, one carried out, one left in the riverbed.
Seems so. And all this happens while the priests wait patiently in the middle. They only come out after everyone else is across.
Including those specific tribes mentioned, right? Reuben, Gad, and the half-tribe of Manasseh.
Yes, about 40,000 armed men, it says. They crossed over first, ready for battle, heading towards Jericho.
Quite a day. The text notes this event really boosted Joshua's authority, too. People revered him like they did Moses.
It certainly established him. And then, the moment the priest's feet hit the dry land on the bank,
To waters return.
instantly, the Jordan goes back to flood stage, the text says. And those main 12 stones, the ones carried out, they're set up at Gilgal.
So Gilgal becomes the site of this first major memorial in the land, a place to trigger that future question.
And the ultimate reason given, it's twofold. First, so that all the peoples of the earth might know that the hand of the Lord is powerful. It's a witness to the world.
Not just an internal reminder, then.
No. And second, so that you, meaning Israel, might always fear the Lord your God. It reinforces their own relationship with God through this powerful memory.
It really is all about embedding this foundational story, God's power, their deliverance, their identity, using these simple physical objects.
Ordinary stones made extraordinary by context and purpose. They're designed to make you stop, ask, and remember.
It makes you think, doesn't it? What simple things, what stones in our own lives or histories serve that purpose, reminding us of core truths or defining moments across time.
A powerful idea, the enduring weight carried by the simplest of memorials.